राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवर धारी यशोदनंदन व्रज जनरंजना यशोदनंदन व्रज जनरंजना यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा माधव राधा माधव राधे जय राधा श्याम राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल जय 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 प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद हिताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र श्रीमद परिजनारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय गंगा माई यमुना माई की जय भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय समवेद भक्त वृंद की जय All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories all glories to Guru and Gauranga. Today we are going to discuss chapter 4, text number 16 of Bhagavad Gita. You all can repeat after me this text. Chapter 4, text number 16 of Bhagavad Gita. Kim karma kima karmeti kavayo kyatra mohitaha satte karma pravakshami yajnatva kim karma kima karmeti kavayo kyatra mohita satte karma pravakshami yajnatva mokshase shubha. One more time. Kim karma kima karmeti kavayo pyatra mohitaha satte karma pravakshami yajnatva mokshase shubha. Kim karma kima karmeti kavayo pyatra mohita satte karma pravakshami yajnatva mokshase shubha. Translation, purport and word-to-word meaning by Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Kim, what is? Karma, action. Kim, what is? Akarma, inaction. Iti, us. Kavayo, the intelligent. Api, also. Atra, in this matter. Mohitaha, or bewildered. Tat, that. Te, unto you. Karma, work. Pravakshami, I shall explain. Yad, which. Gnatva, knowing. Mokshase, you will be liberated. Ashubhat, from all ill fortune. Translation. Even the intelligent or bewildered in determining what is action and what is inaction. Now, I shall explain to you what is action, and knowing which you shall be liberated from all misfortune. Purport. Action in Krishna consciousness is to be executed in accordance with the examples of previous bona fide devotees. This is recommended in the 15th verse. Why such action should not be independent will be explained in the next to follow. To act in Krishna consciousness, one has to follow the leadership of authorized persons who are in a line of disciplic succession as explained in the beginning of this chapter. The system of Krishna consciousness was first narrated to Sun God. The Sun God explained to his son Manu. Manu explained it to his son Ikshvaku. And the system is current on this earth from the very remote time. Therefore, one has to follow in the footsteps of previous authorities in the line of disciplic succession. Otherwise, even the most intelligent men will be bewildered regarding the standard actions of Krishna consciousness. For this reason, the Lord decided to instruct Arjuna in Krishna consciousness directly. Because of the direct instruction of Lord to Arjuna, anyone who follows in the footsteps of Arjuna is certainly not bewildered. It is said that one cannot ascertain the ways of religion simply by imperfect experimental knowledge. Actually, the principles of religion can only be laid down by the Lord Himself. Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam. Srimad Bhagavatam 6.3.19. No one can manufacture a religious principle by imperfect speculation. One must follow in the footsteps of great authorities like Brahma, Shiva, Narada, Manu, the Kumaras, Kapila, Prahlada, Bhishma, Sukadeva Goswami, Yamaraja, Janaka, and Bali Maharaj. By mental speculation, one cannot ascertain what is religion or self-realization. Therefore, out of causeless mercy to His devotees, the Lord explains directly to Arjuna what His action is, what action is, and what inaction is. Only action performed in Krishna consciousness can deliver a person from the entanglement of material existence. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadate Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yutapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavan Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Janasahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagaspate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanasute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarobhyasya Krupasindhobhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gauravasta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today we are discussing chapter 4, text number 16. Here Prabhupada explains that the knowledge is actually coming from the disciplic succession. Disciplic succession means it is actually from Krishna, and after Krishna it is Vyasadeva to Madhvacharya, and that parampara, then Ishwarapuri, then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all our Acharya parampara, and ultimately Prabhupada. So we have to hear and get the knowledge only through the parampara. Otherwise, it will be the speculative knowledge. Such knowledge is neither temporary, neither permanent, nor perfect. So it is of no use. Any person who talks without the disciplic succession, without having the disciplic succession, his words are of no use. So Prabhupada makes it very clear to us that we have to follow our acharyas, our previous acharyas who have shown us how we have to live in this world. You can just have a look at the 6 Goswamis. So simple. They were very highly learned people. They were very, very rich people. They were holding very high positions like Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. They were ministers in the king, Hussain Shah. They left everything. And you see how they have adopted themselves to Vrindavan atmosphere. Very simple living. And following all the directions given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, in order to gain anything in the spirituality, progress in the spirituality, we have to follow the acharyas. Otherwise, there won't be any progress. The simplicity, the purity, and the clear humility they have shown us, we have to follow. You see, when Rupa Goswami met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was keeping the straw, the dry grass in his mouth, showing that he is just an ignorant person like a donkey. And he falls at the highly learned Brahmana and was having a very high position. In spite of that, you see how simple, how what sort of high standard of humility he is demonstrating. Prabhupada explains karma in 66. Karma, akarma, and vikarma. There are three things. Karma means prescribed duties. Prescribed duties following the prescribed duties are called karma. Vikarma means going against the prescribed duties. Doing anything against the prescribed duty is vikarma. Akarma means something which doesn't have any reaction. So, Prabhupada gives example in many places about karma, akarma and vikarma. I will just tell one. When you are walking, when you are driving on the road, keeping to the right, of course, that was American standard was saying. Keeping to the right is the rule, so you have to keep to the right. If you keep to the left and you want to drive as per your own whims and fancy, then it is you are going against the rules. If you are performing as per the rules, it is karma. If you are performing against the rules, it is vikarma. Actually, most of the things we are performing is vikarma, going against the rules and regulations. Prabhupada reminds us, advises us that we have to follow the rules and regulations stipulated very strictly. Only then the devotional service can be performed very effectively. Devotional service, the seed of devotional service can be obtained only by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. In Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, chapter 19, 151, we have the famous sloka. Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jiva Guru Krishna Prasada Paye Bhakti Lata Bija. In the course of traversing the universal creation of Brahma, some fortunate soul may receive the seed of Bhakti Lata, the creeper of devotional service. This is all by the grace of Guru and Krishna only. So, Prabhupada has shown us how we have to lead our life and how we have to come out of the birth and death cycle and why we have to do the service to Krishna. Prabhupada explains, just like the finger is part and parcel of the whole body, the finger has to perform the activities as required and for the whole body. If the finger thinks, I will do the activities as per my own wish, it is not possible. Finger, being a part and parcel of the body, should perform the activities for the body only. Similarly, as we are part and parcel of Krishna, we have to perform the duties as per Krishna's direction, as required by Krishna. As we are part and parcel of Krishna, we have to follow the directions of Krishna. Just like as the finger is part and parcel of the body, finger has to follow the rules and regulations and directions required by the body. So this we have to understand very clearly. If somebody thinks I am independent, it is totally wrong. A simple example is the coronavirus. Nobody can say he is independent. Somebody is controlling. Krishna is controlling. We are being controlled. We are not the controllers. To indicate this again and again, such things will be happening. And now we have the coronavirus. So in Bhagavatam Canto 2, we have a famous episode about Katvanga Maharaj. Katvanga Maharaj was a very great king, very valiant, very brave, and very strong. When the demons were fighting with the demigods, demigods approached Katvanga Maharaj and asked him to participate in the war against the demigods, against the demons. So as per the request of demigods, Katvanga Maharaj goes and fights with all the demons and shows his strength, and he valiantly kills many of the demons. Being quite pleased with the performance of Katvanga Maharaj's activities, demigods offer him benediction. You can stay here for long period. Immediately, Katvanga Maharaj asks, how much time is left for me on the earth? They say, one moment of this demigod period. Immediately, he leaves everything and he goes down to the earth, and then he does the devotional activities, surrenders to Krishna, and he gets himself liberated. In 2.1.3 of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 1, and text number 13, famous text. Katvango nama rajashis dātva yaktam viha yasha muhurtat sarvam istrijya gatavam abhayam hari. The duration of his life would be only a moment more. At once, he freed himself from all material activities and took shelter in the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhupada explains, the king at once left the heavenly kingdom, which is full of material enjoyment, the highest standard, full of material enjoyment of the highest standard, and coming down to earth, took the shelter of the personality of Godhead, and he successfully achieved the liberation. This attempt, even for a moment, by the saintly king was successful because he was always alert to his trained and dead. It is not that after the death is over. No. After the death, again the life as per the our aim should be to come out of the material world. This should be our aim. But many don't understand this, just like in this short story. A king taking the actions very fast, quickly, for all the troubles experienced by the population. One day, a messenger comes and tells him, "King, there are problems in the prison." King moves very fast. "Let me go to the prison today and solve all the problems." King goes to the prison, and there, inside the prison, there is announcement. "Today, the king is visiting us. He will fulfill all the desires. Whatever you want to tell him in brief. King is arriving just now." So one by one, the people start telling, "Hey king, look at the plate which I am using it for my meals. So many holes." King says, "Oh yeah, new plates to all the prisoners, new plates." All people say, "Long live king." One person at the back, at the end of the line says, "What is that you're asking? What is the use of this?" People shout at him, "Keep silent. We're getting so many things now." Another person explains, "Oh king, look at the blanket which I am using. So many holes. It is totally torn." King looks, "Yes, new blankets for all." The person at the back, he shouts, "What is the use? Why are you asking?" King looks at him, but all the prisoners shout, "Long live the king, Maharaj ki jai." Another person explains, "Oh king, look at the condition of the room. Wow, so bad. This is where we are living. Please get it painted." Painting was ordered immediately. Nice painting. Everyone is happy. Now, one by one, all explain. King goes to the last fellow. "You were saying again and again, what is the use of this? What is the use of that? Why are you asking? What do you want to ask? What is that you have in your mind? Tell." The prisoner says, "O king, kindly release me from the jail." King was astonished. "Oh my God, this man is the most intelligent person." All were thinking that they have to get so many facilities, assuming that they are going to stay in the jail for many, many years to come. This man is most intelligent. But it is only this person. And for all others, we have given so many facilities. If they don't do double the work, punish them. All the prisoners started thinking, "Oh, we lost the opportunity. Whatever work now we are having itself, we are unable to perform and we are getting beatings every day. Oh my God." we are exactly in the same position. Our state of affairs is identical because we are in the birth and death cycle, and our aim should be to come out of the birth and death cycle, whereas we are after the material enjoyment. We are doing some sort of activity which is against Krishna's directions. That will only lead us to be in this material world, again and again taking birth and dying. So our aim, if it is not changed, then there is no difference between the life of a donkey and our life. A small donkey, small baby. Donkey is growing, baby is growing. Donkey is becoming a young man, and donkey is also, the man is also growing, earning. Donkey is after the opposite sex donkey. The man is Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So donkey is old, and the man also becomes old, and donkey dead, the man is dead. So what is the use of such life? We are just equivalent to the activities of donkey and human being. There is no difference. Even though we know, many times we postpone, just like this Brahmana. Narad Muni visits Mahavishnu,
Prabhuji.
and Vishnu tells Narad Muni, you see, Hare Krishna, Narad Muni, these people are suffering on this earth. They don't want to get liberated. They don't want to take moksha. Narad Muni says, how is that? They are suffering so much. You see, I am ready to allow anybody in Vaikuntha. I will give moksha to anybody. Just bring anybody from the earth on his own willing. With his own willing, Narada, bring somebody to Vaikuntha. I will simply give him. He need not perform any austerities. I give you this opportunity. Bring somebody. These people are so much under the influence of Maya that they are thinking the difficulties or their enjoyment. Narada says, oh, no austerities. They can simply come here. I can bring many people. Vishnu Bhagavan says, try to bring one. Narad Muni moves here and there and just comes to the earth and sees a very good Brahmana and says, oh, very nice, this fellow, he will immediately understand. Narad Muni tells him, Oh Brahmana, look at me. Brahmana was able to see Narad Muni. Narad Muni, please come. My fortune, you have come. Narad Muni explains, my purpose is very simple. Just come with me and you are in Vaikuntha. You are liberated. You did not perform any austerities for that. He says, oh yes, it's my fortune, Narad Muni. But please come inside. See my family, my wife, my son, my daughter. So nicely they are doing all their activities. They are so sincere in their studies, Narad Muni. Please give me some time. When they grow up and when I perform the rituals, I will come to the Vaikuntha without any problem. Narad Muni says this fellow had been going up and down for the past million number of times. Millions of years he has been in the material world. A few years doesn't matter. So, few years pass. And Narad Muni goes, oh Narad Muni, please come in. The Brahmana says, Narad Muni, please be seated. I am happy you have come. Narad Muni says, okay, you have completed all the activities, performed all the rituals. What is the problem now? Come. See, Narad Muni, my wife and my mother, they are not keeping in good terms. If I go, no, there will be a lot of problems. Please give me some time. Please give me some time. My mother is so old. She will pass away, and then there won't be any problem. My wife will be happy, and Narad Muni goes away. And he says, okay, after some time, I will come back. Days pass. Muni comes now. Narad Muni, please come. We are so happy. See my grandson. My grandson has just born. Narad Muni says, come now. What is the problem now? Your son's marriage is over. You got grandson. Your mother explained all that. Just now my grandson is born and I am just enjoying seeing the movements of my grandson. Please give me some time. He says, no problem, let me see for some. You are so fat and stout. Your weight is reduced and you have become like a skeleton. What happened? Oh, Narad Muni, what should I say? So many diseases I have undergone. Narad Muni says, that's why. Come to Vaikuntha. Only by coming out of this material world, you can enjoy. No, my wife, she can't live without me. Narad Muni says, you see, birth and death cycle, Come with me immediately. Narad Muni, please give some time. My wife is so old. Without me, she cannot perform anything. Narad Muni says, okay, what to do? I have to bring only with his willing. Then after some time, Narad Muni goes and sees, where is this old man? He expired long back. Oh, then Narad Muni knows. Oh, where is this fellow? Oh, Brahmana, I am finding you are here. Where are you? And, oh, I am here, Narad Muni. I could understand. Have you understood? You have left the body and you got the body of a dog. You don't understand the difficulties. Narad Muni says, you see, I understand. But you see, Narad Muni says, no, you see, and all that. Come with me to Vaikuntha. Now I am giving you immediate permission to enter Vaikuntha because you have the opportunity. Vishnu Bhagavan has given the chance for anybody to enter if you are coming on your own. Again, that Brahmana now in the form of dog, he says, you see my sons and my daughter-in-law. They are so careless. You see the window? Windows are kept open. Any thief can simply enter. So much of gold is there. So much of money is there. Simply they will be losing. Please, Narad Muni, give me some time. Let them become educated. Let them become wise. I will come. I will come to Vaikuntha. Narad Muni says, what is this? You are not understanding. No, Narad Muni, so much of money is there inside the house. I have to protect the house. Narad Muni says, okay. After some time he comes and says, the dog is gone. Now he could find, yes, this fellow is somewhere here. Oh, Brahmana, who was Brahmana, who became dog. Where are you? I could identify you are here. Where are you? Come on. He simply comes out, yes. Narad Muni, I am here. I am a cockroach now. You are a cockroach. Now, even now you come because you were a Brahmana. I want to take you to Vaikuntha immediately. Narad Muni, you don't know. My daughter-in-law, she put so much of cashew nuts, so much of valuable things here in the drain. She doesn't have any sort of sense. She's throwing all cashew nuts here in the drain. If I don't eat them, then some other cockroach will eat. Let me finish off this, and then I will come. Narad Muni says, Hari, you took the birth of a Brahmana, you left the body, you got donkey's body, then you have become cockroach. You don't feel like coming out of this. No, Narad Muni, not like that. See the cashew nuts, they are there. Narad Muni leaves. After some time he comes and finds him to be a snake. Now, Narad Muni again says, come now. Now you have undergone all sorts of difficulties. You have seen all sorts of bad life, what sort of material life it is. Come now, come with me. Oh, Narad Muni, the field is full of rats and bandicoots. They are eating away the hard earned grains there in the field. I had to protect them. I am protecting them, Narad Muni. Narad Muni leaves. And then his son comes and kills the snake. The snake is dead. Narad Muni feels, oh, these people are bound in Maya so much that they don't understand the purpose of life. It is misfortune. Narad Muni leaves. We are taking birth and dying again and again. 84 lakh different species. If we don't understand the value of a human life, then we will be in this cycle only. We should understand the value of human life. There was a beggar who was begging every day, tuck, 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 in his begging bowl. And some people give him some money. One day, one businessman was very curiously observing the way the sound was coming from the bowl. Then he immediately goes to the beggar and says, you see, my dear beggar, I will give you 1,000 rupees. Give me your bowl. Beggar says, oh, you mean to say it is less? Take 2,000 rupees and give me your bowl. The beggar gives. Take this. The man keeps it in his bag and then runs to his house and tells his wife, See what I have brought, such a great, great gift for you. Wife, oh, some great, great, great. Oh, it's a beggar. Wow. Thinking so much. Such a beggar boy, you say, great, great gift to me? What sort of joke it is? No. The man explains, this ball is not ordinary ball. It is a golden. It's gold. It's a golden ball. Is it? See, he melts the ball because he was actually a goldsmith. He melts it and makes it, and both were surprised. Oh my God! 1 kg, 1,000 grams of gold. Oh, poor fellow, the beggar didn't understand the value, and he was living in such poor condition. He didn't know how rich he was. He lost it. Yeah. Our human life is really valuable. If we lose this human life, we are going to get any body of the 84 lakh different species Krishna has created for individual enjoyment. Enjoy and be here in the material world. So we should understand very clearly that we are in great difficulty, and luckily we have got this human life. We should immediately do something, do all the activities to come out of this cycle. Otherwise, we will be in this cycle forever. We cannot come out. The donkey's life and my life should be different. This sort of thinking should come. Otherwise, we will be leading just like a donkey's life. Small donkey, big donkey, donkey after the female donkey, then donkey's family, working hard, becoming old and dead. Small child grows, plays, becomes adult, works hard, he got his family, works very hard, becomes very old and died. What is the difference between the donkey's life and human's life? So, whatever time we have left, we have to totally surrender to Krishna and then perform activities. For our choice, we have 1, dancing like monkey or dancing like puppet in the hands of Krishna. If you dance like monkey in the hands of the master, as he keeps on playing his musical instrument, the monkey has to dance, keep on dancing. If he performs well, then this man demands more and more such performances to make more money. If the monkey doesn't perform, he will punish him. If he performs, he gets beaten. If he doesn't perform, he gets beaten. Look at the puppet. If puppet performs well, the name and fame goes to puppeteer. I have nothing to do. Nobody finds any fault or greatness in the puppet. This is the puppeteer who is doing all that. And puppet doesn't perform. Puppet says, what should I do? And the name is puppeteer only. So, The puppet is always happy. Whether puppeteer performs properly, doesn't perform, I have nothing to do. The way he wants me to dance, I dance. So if we adopt this puppets mentality, that we are puppets in the hands of Krishna, then our life is very, very happy and we go back to Godhead because all activities are totally controlled by Krishna and we perform the activities for getting controlled by Krishna. Keeping this in our mind, today we have discussed very important things. So, the devotional service begins with chanting and following regulatory principles. Chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra will remove all our debt accumulated in our mind for the past so many billions and billions and billions of life and deaths, billions of bodies which we accumulated so much of dirt in our brain, in our heart. That will be removed and we become pure by chanting and following the regulative principles. So our aim should be to do activities for the pleasure of Krishna. In today's discussion, we have discussed karma means working for fruitive results, vikarma working against the rules and regulations, akarma is working without any reactions. These we are going to discuss in the subsequent classes. Akarma is possible only in Krishna consciousness when we are working fully in Krishna consciousness. Only akarma is the means to come out of the birth and death cycle. So we have to follow the footsteps of our previous acharyas. This is only way. This is the only way to come out of the material world. Material desires only bring misery. They will put us in the cycle of birth and death, which we cannot come out with material desires. So, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and be happy. Hare Krishna. Now, it is the time for your valuable comments or questions. Long come up.
Hare Krishna. If anyone has any questions, you can unmute and ask the question.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, I have one small question.
Yes.
Can you tell me what is this birth and death cycle? Why we are taking birth? Why we have to die? Again we have to take birth. So can you please explain?
Yeah. I will just go back to this slide. Oh. You can see the slide? Hare Krishna. Can you see the slide?
Not till now. No,
It says-
no, Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji. No, not. It is not visible.
Yes, yellow
Yes,
slide,
yes.
birth and
Yeah.
death. Yes,
You
Prabhuji.
see the cycle?
Yes.
Yes, now it is visible.
Yeah. So the child is born, the child is growing, it becomes a young man and he is working, he has got his family, and after working for some years, some decades, 2 decades, 3 decades, 20 years, 30 years, he becomes old. He has to become old, then he becomes old and he dies. Anyone, any living entity, whether it is a bird or whether it is an ant or an elephant or a human being, it has to leave body, it has to die. So when it is dead, it is not that it is dead, I am dead and everything is over. No, the Atma, the soul, doesn't die. The soul is actually the one which is having the body. We all are having soul. We are soul. We are not the body. We got this particular covering just like you are wearing a particular shirt today. So you are not the shirt. You are wearing the shirt. You are looking like that in this shirt. So when you take away the shirt and put another shirt, you will look slightly different. You will look different also. If you put different shirt, different dress. If you put different dress, you will look differently. Similarly, when Atma, the soul, moves out of the body, the soul will get another body as the dress, as the covering. And that is also temporary. That is also for a few years. And again that will die. And again some other body, another body, another body. Like that, there are 84 lakh different types of bodies Krishna has made through Brahma for the purpose of enjoyment. And if we think this is the enjoyment and I work hard, enjoy, and these difficulties are nothing, then we are in this cycle of birth and death. We cannot come out. We have been in this birth and death for many billions of years, billions of lives we have been. We have been taking billions of bodies and we are living. So we should become intelligent and come out of this cycle and reach Krishna's abode, which is actually our home, where this type of miseries are not there. Hare Krishna. Are you clear?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Anybody else? Anybody else has got any questions? Hari Bol.
Yes, Prabhuji, no questions.
Somebody seems here. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Long life, Mataji.
All right, Prabhu. Yeah, no more questions are coming.
Oh. If there are no questions, then I stop here. Jagat Guru Sureshwar Prabhupada ki Jai.
Jai.
Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Thank you very